Good morning. How was drop-off this morning? Did you go okay? I love seeing like the little razors all parked over there and with the helmets. I have a 6-year-old and I have a 3-year-old. So college process is a little further off for me, but if you have gone through any type of selection process, any type of admission process at any stage of education, there's great deals of similarities. We're here to enable families and students to make sound decisions. So that's what we're going to do this morning. By the time you leave this morning, I hope you have a framework to think about the college process. Much of the framework is pulled from my blog, page 217. So I'm going to take you back to a process. A new school of thought. We will graduate students who are accomplished in the academic skills one would expect, at ease beyond their borders, truly fluent in a second language, good writers and speakers, one and all, confident because they excel in a particular passion, artists no matter their field. I love the writing in this. Practical in the ways of the world, emotionally unafraid and physically fit, humble about their gifts and generous of spirit. Aware that their behavior makes a difference in our ecosystem. Great leaders when they can be, good followers when they should be. This really is fantastic. On their way to well-chosen higher education. Well-chosen higher education. And most importantly, architects of lives that transcend the ordinary. You believe that they're going to go into a caring environment where they can thrive and where they can learn, but you also dug deeper. You didn't just say, okay, I'm going to send my child to this school because it's been around for a couple of hundred years, or I'm going to send my child to this school because it is the new school of thought. You dug deeper. That's what you're going to do in the college process, but you have to know how to do that. Now, this is where I become kind of geeky. Eric's geekdom is looking at high school curricula. I love going to pages like this, and I don't know if any of the Avenue's parents have looked at this before. It's called the curriculum. So on your website, you could find this. And I found it in probably less than 30 seconds. So I'd love taking a look at the 9th grade year, 10th grade year, 11th grade year, 12th grade year. So we have the humanities, we have the world course, we have STEM, we have arts and design, we have modern languages, we have physical education. You look at the curriculum, look at the design here. There's something that I usually gravitate towards because of my conversations with faculty members at Penn. And just keep in mind, math and science is a lot easier to understand. Like, well, what are they trying to do? What's the sequence here? Does anyone know what's unique about your science sequence here? If you know it, say it.
Physics first.
Physics first. Boom. Physics first. Penn's applicant pool to engineering went from about 3,000 applications just around 6 years ago to over 8,000 applications this past year. And when I talk to our faculty, specifically in engineering, I'm like, what should students do in high school to align to their success? Physics first. This was well thought out. And if your child is interested in engineering, they're really going to need to have 2 levels of physics by the time they graduate. But this is the type of piece that I look at. So when you're looking at colleges and universities, I'm going to ask you to not just assume because a school is ranked highly or because they've been around for a few hundred years that the design of the curriculum is the right design for your child. Okay, so now you may see yourself, you may see your child in some of these places. You may say, okay, engineering, not for me. Okay, maybe Jesuit education, yes, yes, no. State school, not sure. But within all of them, there's an element of what you're looking for and what you're hearing. But what didn't I do? And I'm not doing this just to kind of have a quiz. You have to start here and work through this process. And only until we get to this point are we going to start putting names of colleges to our search. And what I'd like you to do when you go home, this is your homework assignment, is I want you to write down the 4 or 5 characteristics, qualities, attributes that you want out of your child's college experience. I want you to ask your child to do the same thing without looking over their shoulder and without them seeing your card. Okay? And then we're going to go to another A word here, and it's called alignment. I want to make sure that you're having a conversation earlier in the process, not when we're on the other side of the room, to see if you're on the same page. I want you to compare those pieces. I want to see where there's alignment. I want you to see where there is not alignment, which could usually be around things like distance from home and kind of those types of expectations, okay? The other question that I want you to answer and for them to answer in the same time frame is, what are the 1 or 2 anxieties that you have about this process? Put it out there. Have an honest conversation about what the anxiety that you have about this process, if any. I've already been through the process. I'm not worried about it. I know it works out. It may be about distance from home. It may be about educational financing. It may be about, you know, what they're going to study, what they're going to do after they graduate. Okay? So homework assignment, I think this will align you. It'll help start clarifying some of the areas that will help you think about what you're looking for, because you actually know what you're looking for with some of these basic attributes and characteristics.